Hi students, in our previous modules we discussed the definition of relation and the types of relations also. And now in this module we are going to discuss two more important definitions. Here the first one is equivalence class and another one is inverse relation. Equivalence class, it is the subset of the equivalent relation. What is the meaning of equivalence relation? Equivalence relation means the relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. In that equivalence relation, we are making the subsets. Those subsets are having the elements which are related to each other. Such type of sets are called as equivalence class. This cannot be simply explained with the definition. Let us take one example to explain. Let us take one set A which is having the elements 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Say the relation R is with the elements 0, 0, 0, 4, here 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, say 3, 3, 4, 0 and 4, 4. If you check whether it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, you can find that all the three properties are satisfied in this relation. So we can call this relation with the name equivalence relation. Okay, here our point is not about equivalence relation. Our point is to find the equivalence classes. As I told you that equivalence class is the subset of the equivalence relation. Now what subsets we can take? Now look at the each element. Here let us take element 0. Whenever we take the element 0, 0 is with the relation to which elements? Here 0 has the relation with another element 0. Here 0 has the relation with the another element 4. Where 0 is in other ordered pairs also we have to check. Here 0 is not available, here 0 is not available, here 0 is not available, here it is not available. But whereas in this ordered pair we have 0. Whether it is a first element or second element, that is not the matter. 0 is one element, it is available or not. Yes, 0 is available here. Here it is not available. So 0, when we take 0 as the element, 0 has the relationship with 4. So this is an equivalence class. What is the equivalence class of 0? If anyone asks, you have to say 0, 4. Now let us take 4 also. Here wherever we have 4, that we have to tick. Here it is having 4. Next here we have 4. Here also we have 4. Check it. This 4 has relationship with which one? 0. Here 4 has relationship with which one? 0. Here 4 has relationship with 4. So the same set is the equivalence class of 4. So we can take only one time. 0, 4 and 4, 0 both are same. So we can write set of 0, 4 is the equivalence class of 0 or 4. Now let us take another element. Let us take number 1. With 1, what are the elements having the relation? Here with 1, 3 is having relation. Is it or not? Here 1 with 3. Here 1 with 3. Yes. So from this we can say the equivalence class of 1 are 1 and 3. Similarly, the equivalence class of 3. Here 3 with 1. Again here 3 with 1. Here 3 with 3. So 1 and 3 are the elements which we are finding in the equivalence class of 3. Now what we can say is the equivalence class of 0. What are the equivalence class? That is 0, 4. For 4 also the equivalence class is 0, 4. The equivalence class of 1 is set of 1, 3. The equivalence class of 3 is set of 1, 3. There also there is no change at all. Now the element left is only 2. If we take 2, 2 has a relation with only 2. So the equivalence class of 2, that is only 2. Now the repeated sets we can avoid, only one time we can take. So set of 0, 4, set of 1, 3, set of 2. These three are the equivalence classes of the given relation. I think you have understood the concept clearly. Now what is equivalence class? equivalence class is the subset of the equivalence relation, where all the elements are having the relationship with each other or one another. Here 0 has relationship with 0, 0 has relationship with 4. Here 4 is having the relationship with 0, 4 is having relationship with 4. 1 is having relationship with 1, 1 is having relationship with 3. Here 3 is having relationship with 1 and 3 is having relationship with 3. Similarly, 2 has the relationship with 2. So now from all we have got the equivalence classes total 3 only, that is 0, 4, that is one equivalence class, another one 1, 3 and another one is set of 2. These are the equivalence classes of the given relation R. I hope you understood. Now we will discuss about inverse relation. It is plain that the relation is nothing but the subset of the cross product of any two sets. If A and B are the two sets, cross product of A and B is known as A cross B, that is called as Cartesian product or cross product of the two sets. In that Cartesian product, we are having so many ordered pairs. We can take all the ordered pairs or we can select any few number of ordered pairs, whichever we need. We can make that as one set with the ordered pairs as the elements. That can be called as the relation. So relation R is the subset of A cross B. That is known to us. Now what is this new definition, that is inverse relation? Here inverse relation is also subset of the Cartesian product of the same two sets A and B, but not A and B. Here the Cartesian product will be B cross A. For example, let us take A with the elements x, y, z and B with the elements 1, 2. When we are finding that A cross B, say A cross B is equal to x, 1, x, 2, y, 1, y, 2, z, 1, z, 2. Similarly, if we write B cross A, the elements are 1, x, 1, y, 1, z, 2, x, 2, y, 2, z. Check it. Here A cross B, we have taken all the first elements from set A, second elements were taken from set B. Here B cross A, we have taken all the first elements from set B and second elements from set A. Now, whatever the ordered pairs you are taking from A cross B, they all are present in the relationship R. So we call R as a subset of A cross B. Whatever the elements you are taking from B cross A, they can be taken into another relation, say that is R inverse, which is called as inverse of the relation R. So the difference between R and R inverse is, in the inverse relation we will have the elements from B cross A, whereas relation R is consisting of the elements which are present in A cross B. This is the only concept you have to understand finally. So in our next module we will discuss the problems related to this inverse relationship and equivalence classes and other models. Thank you.